where we were staying the last 9 days. It was a super comfortable room. It was so spacious. We even got a table where we could sit and work. And we did a lot of work. Look at that cozy corner.
Hey guys, good morning. It's 20. What is it today?
14.
It's 14 September 23, and we're right now checking out of our hostel here in Ganja, and we're now on our way to the bus station because we have a little bit of a border crossing to do today.
Not a very exciting day.
Qazakh. Maybe we ask if there's a bus to the border directly. Hindustan.
We just got into this minivan, and this is going to take us to Qazakh. And from there, we need to catch another bus. And how long is this journey?
This one is about 100 kilometers or so. So maybe around 1.5 hours. And it's now, what is the time now? It's 9 o'clock. And we've just begun moving as soon as we got into the bus.
The bus door is still open. Yes, my friend. What have we got?
Piroshkis for the go.
How much is it?
30 each. So,
Qazakh and
130. It's 130. India. Huh? India.
Hindustan.
So,
Georgian.
Ben de düşmüşüm, sen gözlerim
Siz
kötü
çekin.
Tamam. Telefonu ben bakmamıza.
Gelin gelin. Sağ dolu parklara.
Sakla bir adam var gelsin bu.
Kimdi?
Eşit çöre yazdı.
Geldi. Geldi. Koyma 20.
Gelin gelin. Hakan bunu buraya yukarı. Любил.
okay.
Я даже хотел, как они, я тоже так хотел, чтобы такой был мужик.
Oh.
again somebody who loves watching
Your
English
name?
movies.
Sarhan.
Salam.
Aleyküm selam.
Now we've got to take our bags, and that is the border.
Manat finish, Manat. Lari, Georgian.
After taking 3 buses and nearly 3 hours, we finally made it to the border. And as soon as we came here, there were a few people who were like exchanging currencies. So we just exchanged Manat to Lari.
Yeah, Georgian Lari is about 30 Indian rupees for 1 lari, which corresponds to, I think, about 65.
One Azerbaijani manat is approximately 1.5 Georgian Lari. So
Yeah.
much confusion.
So 50% more. Basically, when you come here, the agents on the street will try to give you really bad numbers. Just Google the rate and exchange it. It's fine. And now we are heading to the border. They said we cannot videograph this. So we'll first go across the Azerbaijan side and then we will give you an update. We have just gotten into no man's land, and right now we are walking across the path which is right next to Red Bridge, which is like an iconic old bridge. We can't film it because there are military people there,
Yeah.
but that is what marks the border crossing and the immigration checkpost. And now we are walking towards Georgia, and we can't film anything else, so you have to just keep staring at our face.
Or we can see a lot of trucks lined up on the other side.
Oh, by the way, on the Azerbaijan side, many questions, but we'll talk about that later. Hi guys.
Welcome to Georgia.
So now we're on the other side of the border, officially inside Georgia now, and we're walking across another bridge. And sorry about the noise, but so basically our immigration experience was just as we thought it would go. Very complicated, very complicated because Indians are not very welcome at these borders because again of the same trend of illegal immigration, not just by Indians, by South Asians in general, and they are definitely very, very careful about who they let in. So they took nearly 45 minutes.
On both the sides.
So on the Azerbaijan side, they verified both of our passports, both the old one and the new one. This officer, he verified everything at the gate even before he let us through to the passport control authorities. And after that, he let us in. That itself took like 10 minutes in the hot sun while standing outside. And once we got in,
We passed through the security check, and then at the security check, as usual, they asked me to open my medicines kit, and then they asked what each medicine is for. And in
Yeah.
the meantime, they were questioning Navneet.
they asked us a lot of questions about what we are doing in Azerbaijan, etc. Thankfully, we had done our registrations in the last 1 week. So the rule in Azerbaijan is if you stay beyond 15 days, up to 30 days, which is the maximum your visa allows you generally, you have to do a registration at every place you stay after the 14th night. So we thankfully had complied with that rule. And we had evidence of where we had stayed. And yesterday, actually in Ganja, where we were staying, there were 2 immigration officers who had actually come down to the hostel where we were staying, and they asked for us specifically and verified that we're actually there and what we are doing and what our plan is and where we are going next and so on. So with all of that, we knew that it's very important to comply with the law. Otherwise, 1, you can get deported. 2, you can even be fined up to like 500 manat or so. After that, we got stamped out of Azerbaijan. They were very kind and nice.
So after that, we crossed over to the Georgian side, and as soon as we entered the passport control, that office thing was right there. And the lady, she spoke English very well. So she, as soon as she told that we are from India and we are coming here, she asked for a list of documents.
Whoa.
Like she asked for our itinerary, where we are going to be in Georgia. She asked where all will we explore in Georgia. Then she asked for our hotel bookings, flight booking, then our insurance. Then she asked
Yeah.
how much money we are carrying in US dollars and how much money is in our bank.
But
Continue.
But nowhere along the way did she ask for us to actually show the cash. I think that's more. The starter is not gonna let go.
To this side, after we crossed
Rustami.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Dva sutlari.
Madluba, thank you.
10 sutlari. 10 sutlari, 2 sutlari.
ಇಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ 20 ಅಂತ
2 sutlari.
ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋಣ.
No, thank you.
It's okay. ಮಾಡ್ಲವ ವಿಚಿತ್ರ ಜನ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಯ್ತು.
ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಬಿಡು.
Crazy.
ಹಿಂದೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ on the Georgian side, that took nearly half an hour for this entire thing to get completed. Like 3-4 people were involved. They were calling other people and asking. And at the last, we heard words like Rishi Kapoor and Amitabh Bachchan. So we're like, okay, fine. I think it's coming to an end.
Yeah. So essentially what went down was all of the documents were verified. Yes. It was cash. Checked physically, no. But they did want to make sure that the flight ticket was actually paid for. It was not just a reservation.
She asked us to show the email from the bank telling that the amount is debited.
She would have preferred to see it on the banking app itself, but it wasn't opening for us because of internet issues. So anyway, she verified all this. Her superiors also verified this. And then after almost 45 minutes, and all along they're coming back and forth, talking, asking more questions. And then finally they said, okay, we're stamping. And then they said, welcome to Georgia. And then she taught us a word, madloba, which means thank you.
We walked a few meters from the border. There were a lot of taxi drivers at the corner waiting for us to get into their taxi. But taxi, they're telling just for a 30-kilometer ride, it's around 30 Lari, which is like 900 Indian rupees. So we're just walking ahead and thinking of maybe
Yeah.
hitchhiking.
But the main reason why we are so hesitant to take the taxi, even if they offer a discounted prices, we read online that sometimes these taxi drivers actually stop somewhere en route, probably away from the road or where nobody is there, and then they say pay
Ask
extra,
for more money.
which obviously we don't want to get into that situation. Anyway, now we're trying to walk further away from the taxi area. And
Cars are like driving so rashly behind us. One driver came till her again and asked, will you really come?
yeah.
Kind of scary when that happens.
Anyway, we still don't know how to judge things here. We haven't really got a specific idea of what to do, but now
But we have booked a room for today, so we know where we are going. So we can go and then
figure out.
just soak
So
in the
Shish
city
has specifically looked for Indian restaurants, South Indian food restaurants.
and chose to stay very close to it. So I'm hoping I'll get some puliyogre today.
By the way, just to clarify, the last 10 days we've been in Ganja and not done any vlogging. Ganja is like the 3rd or 4th biggest city in Azerbaijan, and we just took those 10 days to ourselves because we've been a little exhausted with the constant travel as well as the very busy schedule of editing videos. Now we're here and let's see. We'll try to find a ride now to Tbilisi and then we'll see you there. I think for the first time we've made a very, very big mistake.
So stupid of us.
It was in all this anxiety of doing the border crossing and all the interviewing that was happening, we had a bit of extra Azerbaijani manat with us, which we wanted to convert to Georgian Lari so we could use once we crossed the border. And we had a total of around 2,000 rupees worth of Azerbaijani manat. And when we would trade that for Lari, we should have got 1.5 times whatever manat we would give. So we had 40 manat and we gave that expecting 60 Lari.
So instead of Georgian Lari, they've given us Turkish lira,
Which is
worth nothing.
Yeah, so we got 40 Turkish lira, which is
Like 3 manat or 2 manat.
yeah, total of 2 manat. So basically we have given 40 manat away and got back 2 manat, and then he also gave us 20 real laris, which he gave in smaller notes because the colors are so similar. We probably missed in this. It was a very, very stupid moment, but huge scammers for sure. Didn't expect this from Azerbaijani people because otherwise they've been so nice. You've seen it in our videos, and it's also like I think it's the first time we have made such a mistake. It's so silly.
Like we should have realized
Yeah.
it first time we asked somebody, he gave us a rate of 1.2 instead of the official rate of 1.5, and this person readily agreed to give us 1.5.
Yeah, and we should have seen
Yeah, we
more
should
into
have,
this.
yeah.
But anyway, our we are now down.
Like we really don't have money to go in a taxi right now, even if we wanted to.
So some taxi driver pulled up and said he will take us to the next town, and there we
Well,
can
at
take.
least, yeah, and we told him no. Otherwise, thinking we had Georgian Lari, if we had given Turkish lira.
Imagine if
Yeah.
we had given that money and then realized, he would have probably.
Oh my god.
Anyway, this was
Lesson
not a very
learned.
good experience. But yeah, learning things. We are still walking because there's like 2 kilometers of truck stops and nobody here will pick up hitchhikers. I think we have to go further away and see. Not stopping. I think now that we are thinking of it, it seems like it was all a very well planned scam, because
The first person came to us and then he offered a rate of 1.2.
which was a very bad rate. So Georgian Lari to Manat is like 1.5 is to 1. So we should get 50% more cash back if we are exchanging Manat to receive Lari. And this guy gave us like a rate of 1.2, which is like hardly anything.
Yeah,
So
but, yeah.
when we said no, the guy next to him immediately swooped in, and he was willing to immediately accept our new rate, or the rate we offered. It didn't make sense. We thought, okay, wow. And then I guess in the panic of doing the border crossing and
We were
those,
just worried about the rate. We should have actually looked at the note and
yeah,
checked.
it was very stupid of us.
Yeah.
We can blame others and call them all dishonest, but
It was our mistake.
I think I feel so embarrassed about it.
So stupid.
Yeah.
Such a silly mistake.
Now we have to figure out how to set this off over the next few days.
There go. I think we lost what? $10? No, $12?
What, 12?
$15. 1,200 rupees is how much?
Is that all?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I
$10
thought we
is
lost-
800.
Okay.
Yeah, around $15 is gone for the day.
Iru. Yeah. Go.
ಅವರು ಕೊಡು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳ ಬ್ಯಾಗು ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ ಹುಷಾರು
Спасибо. Yes.
ಫೈನಲಿ ಗಾಟ್ ಎ ರೈಡ್ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕೇನಾದ್ರು
After 1 hour of walking on the street in the hot sun, finally one truck stopped. This is our friend Ali from Iran. And hello. He offered to give us a ride till the next town. So we're going with him now. I'm so exhausted. But the truck has air conditioning, so it's cool. You see? And he also has a sunroof. Shishira is in the...
back in my truck.
Yeah. Chai. Sal.
Black.
You want this one?
Kishmish.
Kishmish, yes.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
thank you.
Very, very good.
Yeah, very good. From Iran? Or
From Iran.
ah.
So the truck driver dropped us off at some customs checkpoint, and from there we have gotten into a big taxi, and we still don't know where it's going to drop us. We paid 5 lari and it should ideally take us to a mall nearby, from where we can take a public bus. We just got dropped off at this market. It was just a 3-minute taxi ride. It was not worth the 5 lari we paid. Now we are going in search of a metro station. It's supposed to be somewhere here. Let's see. So we just got this card. It's called Metro Money Card, and this card can be used to go on the bus, the marshrukas, the metro station, anywhere. This card costs 2 lari, and every ride costs 1 lari. So we just took one card. For both of us it works, and we recharged just for 4 laris. So the total cost right now came to 6 lari. It will give us 4 rides and the card itself. Now we are going to go on the metro station.
Scendere Stanbul Isali. Next station, Isali.
I've already taken in the train. Finally reached our last stop.
Almost reached.
And now we just have to go out and find the room. Been one heck of a travel day. I think it's been the most stressful travel day we've ever had
And mentally.
while crossing a border.
But I'm looking forward to going and having something South Indian for dinner.
I don't know. Let's see if there is a South Indian place.
Wow, that was very fast.
Now officially we are inside Tbilisi.
Welcome to Tbilisi.
So right now we are going to get something to eat, and we have our friend Elshin here from the hostel.
Hello.
Hello.
You're welcome.
After checking in, we finally come looking for some food. And first impressions of Indian restaurants here, they're so expensive. So we've now settled in for a Turkish meal. All of this is vegetarian. So
We've
we
got
have
some
beans.
rice, we've got some baked beans, and we've got spinach salad, and they have given some bread. And because we asked, they gave us lemon slices and spicy chili.
And now we'll just eat this. We have to figure out our ATM stuff now because we have to pay for the room. And that's about it. So it was a crazy day, and we'll see you in the next vlog.
Bye.